What's good, everyone? It's Swoope back at you from M7P, and we're in Cleveland at the Freshblade Loft with my man Johnny Freshblade himself, one of the best barbers in the nation, coming right out of the Midwest.
You already know.
We're gonna discuss Johnny's road to being a barber culture, and what it takes to be successful in this industry. And then we're gonna see how nice Johnny is with the clippers as he cuts my hair live here on That's Major.
Let's get it.
Hey, let's get it. All right, Johnny, welcome to That's Major, dog.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me, man.
Hey, first I want to congratulate you, man, on how far you've come and the brand has come thus far, man.
Appreciate it.
How long have you been in the barber industry to this point?
I've been a professional barber for about 6 years now.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, about 6 years. So when would you say you grew your love for being a barber?
Man, to be honest, man, it started when I was like in the 7th grade.
Okay.
You know, I picked up some trimmers trying to, fix myself up before school. Kind of messed up, but I liked it, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, about 7th grade. Yeah.
About 7th grade. And so was there a point, like let's even say in the 7th grade or any time in your past, that you looked at it as a profession and thought that you would take it seriously as you got older?
Definitely more so like in high school. I definitely, growing up, you always gotta think like you got plan A and then plan B.
Okay.
Barbering was like my plan B, because of course basketball was like my plan A.
Oh, basketball was plan A. Okay.
Yeah.
So you wanted to make it to the league, and that didn't pan out.
Didn't do it, no.
But plan B came along, and then we're here today.
Yeah, for sure.
So at what point would you say that you actually wanted to make this a career and take this profession seriously?
Definitely after I was done playing basketball, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just something I always wanted to do too. I still had a love for cutting hair. I cut all through high school to college.
Okay.
I just took time to take it serious.
Let's talk about that, cutting from high school to college. So why would people trust you cutting their hair, basically? And who are these people that you would be cutting?
Man, to be honest, I don't know. All right, but I started with my brothers, of course.
Okay.
I messed their heads up a lot. So, so it was like they trusted me, and I obviously wasn't that bad.
Okay.
So I just took it. I just kept going from my brothers to friends to teammates, and I finally went to barber school, and that started that journey.
Okay. So as far as barber school, okay, you go through barber school, and I would take it you really were able to horn in on your skills there, right? How did you go about picking a barber shop that you would want to work at after barber school was over with?
Really, it was just a feel for it. There was several barber shops that reached out to me, while I was still in barber school. But I had to visit each one to see like what the best feel was for me.
Okay.
So I chose Master Touch Barber Shop, which was the first one. Hey, shout out to Unc. Jerry Crenshaw gave me my first job at his barber shop. So
okay.
Yeah, I started there, and that's when I started my whole journey as a barber.
Yeah, and then as far as in barber school, like Unc, did he like recruit you, or did you how did you stumble upon that shop?
He had social media, of course, on Instagram, and he just kept reaching out, so
okay.
I gave him a shot. And I finally went over to visit, and it was a good connection, so I chose that one, and that was the one.
All right, so this is something a lot of up-and-coming barbers will want to know. I think it's probably the most important thing that they would want to know, besides the actual technique and skill of cutting, is how to build your clientele. So how exactly were you able to build your clientele, and when would you say you started building it?
Like I said before, playing basketball helped, with my clientele too.
Okay.
So I knew a lot of people,
Okay.
Also, you still gotta be good though.
Right,
So,
right, absolutely.
A lot of that comes into effect, but also you can build your clientele with just, having a good character, branding, still, even while you're in barber school,
Okay.
Brand your barber capes, your smocks, everything, it show people taking your craft serious.
And would you say your personality would play a big role in people wanting to get their hair cut by you? Because say it's this guy that's pretty good and it's that guy that's pretty good. I mean, wouldn't you say that plays a key role in people wanting to come to you?
Absolutely, I think I'm pretty cool. So
Johnny.
Your personality is the big thing. You gotta be a people's person. That plays a lot until having a big clientele too. Because you gotta be able to manage people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so Johnny, how did you come up with the name Johnny Freshblade? Because from my knowledge, you always just went by John, and then all of a sudden, this name Johnny Freshblade started ringing bells throughout the city. Like, how did you come up with that?
Well, when I was in barber school, cutting, a lot of clients, I didn't want to have like the typical like John the Barber or Johnny the Barber. I just want to have something unique, something I could just come, basically, run with. And, I came home, was thinking, and I just thought about it. Johnny Freshblade.
It just came out of nowhere.
Came out of nowhere, just like that.
Okay, so look, you later moved into these lofts from the barbershop that you were at. And this is where I feel like you were really able to build that name up with marketing and branding. What goes behind that, the marketing and branding behind the name?
Well, it's different ways you could do it. I did like t-shirts, hats, clippers. You put everything, your brand on everything.
Right.
And then, hey, go from there, and then you just keep promoting, and then your name just keep getting higher and higher.
Right, and then you build it up on social media, of course, as well. And speaking of social media, you've been highlighted on big-time websites and social media sites that highlight barbers nationally. So how were you able to get that level of national exposure on these websites? Well,
just being a student of the game. I watch different barber videos. Different barbers. I take everything from different barbers too. Just not just. I didn't come up with this stuff by myself. The biggest one is Barbershop Connect. That's one that everybody want to be on. So with my hard work and determination, I was able to be on several barber pages.
Okay. And then for them to recognize you, you kind of got to tag their names, things like that. But just because you tag their name doesn't mean that they're going to highlight you on their site.
Yeah, you still have to be good at the end of the day. Your skills got to be there. Even your camera, you have to have a good camera. So
okay.
It worked out. I still got all this stuff that I still use till today.
Right, that sounds good. So look, man, this is a question that I've actually been personally wanting to know for years. I've asked you a couple years now, and I never really get an answer, okay? Are you a better barber or are you a better basketball player?
Raised in the trenches, ran it up off
Lutheran East, man. We back here. This is where it all started, man.
Yeah, you back.
Hey, listen, you put in a lot of work in this gym. I had the pleasure to watch a lot of great performances on the court with you in the backcourt. How do you feel when you're in this gym today?
It's still surreal every time I come in here. Got a lot of buckets in there. I did, man.
A lot of buckets was put up, man.
Yeah, so it's always good to come back.
Hey, so listen, how would you explain your game and, who did you watch growing up?
Well, I was a scoring guard, so
okay.
I definitely watched like Michael Jordan, Kobe, Allen Iverson, all the greats,
All the greats. What did you take from their game, man?
Well, fadeaways, crossovers, even dunking,
Oh yeah, and speaking of dunking, you're only 5'9", if people don't know, and you definitely used to jump out the gym back in the day. Where the hell did that bounce come from?
Just as a kid, I just wanted to dunk, always wanted to dunk. So, just growing up, I just went, from each grade, I just started jumping higher and higher. And then, I just took it to another level.
Took it to another level. No pun intended, right? So look, man, back in 2005, you and your brother Sam, y'all actually led the school to a state championship. Talk to me a little bit about that run and what do you remember from those times?
Well, that was definitely one of the best times, of my basketball career. So, it was just it was a crazy experience, but it was fun too. Most people don't get a chance to get down there.
Absolutely.
Play in front of, you know, thousands of people at Ohio State.
Yeah.
It's something I'll just never forget.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. That was a feat I could never get to, was actually playing in the state final, man. So something I'm a little jealous about, you know what I'm saying? But the craziest thing is you actually still hold a record in that division in the state final game with 42 points. Is that something that ever crosses your mind today? Like, if you look on Google right now, you'll still see that John Liggins holds that record. How do you feel about that?
Anytime, I don't really think about it like that, to be honest.
Okay.
Only like when I come in this gym, you know, I play basketball.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's still crazy when I see it like in the, you know, the books, you know, record books and stuff like that. So, you know, it's crazy.
It is crazy. And what I really want to know is, you scored 42 then. How are you now, though? Are you washed up?
I still get buckets. I do. You know
hey, let's see you prove it, man. Let me see what you got. Yeah, man, because you're doing a lot of hollering, and you talk about how many buckets you got and all that. Let's see if you wash now, though. I feel like you're going to put up a big brick.
I ain't gonna put no brick, man.
A big brick.
I gotta dribble a little bit, too. Here we go.
Right, so, hey,
take two.
You know what?
Let's take
it
two.
look good. 2 for 1. We all need a 2 for 1 sometime.
Cool.
We'll take that. We'll take
that.
Very nice, my dog. Hey, man. But in all seriousness, man, like you went on to have a great college career. You actually played professionally in Mexico, but at the end of the day, man, your legacy is right here back at home, man. Luther and Easton, you know, jerseys hanging up right there. Like, how does it feel when you see that? You know, because that's not going nowhere. You know, your kids get to see it. Your son, you got a young Johnny Freshblade, Peyton. How does it feel, man?
I mean, just knowing, you know, my jersey is, you know, hung up, knowing that nobody else can wear it that's just humbling at itself. You know what I'm saying? So, I just can't, you know, think to just be like, wow.
I know.
So,
it's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable, man.
Hey, 22, live on forever. Definitely. Size. Are you a better barber or are you a better basketball player?
I'm gonna go with, I'm a better barber.
What? Word? Okay.
Better barber.
Better barber. Why is that?
Well, you know, I mean, it's my career now. You know, I don't play basketball no more. I still play like men's leagues, but it's what I do now. You know, so I'm the best at what I do.
I hear that.
I believe that. You know what I'm saying?
So look, man, as of recent, these last couple of years, you know, whenever there's a big event going on in town or there's, you know, different celebrities coming in, big time social media celebrities, talents, they've been seeming to reach out to you and hit you up for haircuts. So my question is, how the hell do they find out about you?
I don't know, man. No, but just social media still, you know.
Okay.
From other barbers sometimes, word of mouth, but mainly, you know, social media.
Social media, word of mouth recommendation. It's like they just pop up out of nowhere, you know?
By the way, you know I need an edge up, so I'm coming to holler at Johnny Freshblade. I heard he the best in the city. If he mess my edge up, I'm gonna tell him right in his face, you trash.
To be honest,
Yeah, absolutely. So one unique thing that you've created in these past couple years that I think is really great is you've created a Johnny Freshblade award show for your clients, you know, highlighting them, the haircuts, and kind of giving back to them. Can you explain how you came up with that idea and what goes into that award show?
Yeah, like I basically based it off of basketball. You know, you got your MVPs, like Rookie of the Years, NBA first team, second team. So, you know, I did like that, and I got a lot of clients, you know, so I like to, you know, highlight a lot of my clients. I just want to show some love, that's all, you know, so.
Just showing love, but hey, that award show, it gets intense, man, because your clients, they're starting to get mad when they don't get certain awards, man.
He got mad at me a couple times, not being on first team, second team, and, you know, look, you gotta do better. Come on time, you know. You gotta do better, so, you know, it's okay.
It's all right, it's all right. Hey, man, so look, I've enjoyed the build up and, you know, watching your whole brand and business grow. So what's next for the branding and business for Johnny Freshblade?
Well, definitely want to keep the branding going. Maybe open up a couple of shops, a couple chains of shops.
Absolutely.
Maybe clothing lines. I got my Stay Fresh. So hey,
See it, gotta stay fresh.
Gotta stay fresh, man.
All right, so there it is. We've discussed Johnny's upbringing as a barber and what it takes to be successful at the craft. Now we're gonna see just how nice Johnny is as he cuts my hair.
Watch this.
Live here on That's Major. Hey man, you better not push my line back, man. They're getting crazy.
Hey. Hey. Oh yeah. See me. You know it, man. You know I like the flag. I pull up, pop up out the foreign, they like, ooh, 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 ooh. You think you like me, now girl, wait until I let you see these moves, 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 moves. I'm killing haters, I'm spilling flavor, got the juice, 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 juice.
Hey,
all this money
staying
on
fresh, baby.
number 107.
Freshblade.
Blue, blue, blue. You think you like me, now girl, wait until I let you see these. Big jury, big loud, big paper. What such and such said if the haters. A walking Kodak moment, turn up with them bands. Ooh, fake gray shoe, good and I could dance too. Hold up, wait, swole up, cake, roll up, dank, pull up, drink. All hunters bought me pockets on green. Damn, I left a message on scene. I've been serving, fully with me, my woes with me, got Zoe with me, I hop out dripping all this sauce and I done it. I'm getting money. I pull up, pop up out the foreign, they like, ooh, 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 ooh. You think you like me, now girl, wait until I let you see these moves, 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 moves. I'm killing haters, I'm spilling flavor, got the.
Did it again, man. How do you do it?
Try to tell me, man.
Hey, Johnny blessed me with another signature fade. Hey, catch him when you're in the city if you want to get your hair fresh bladed. And we'll see you next time on That's Major. Hey,
That's Major.
All these diamonds on.
Hey, man. Please, man. Always, man. You having me right out here, baby.
They done let me in the party with my 40. I smell like cash, bad, shake it, in the club with the gang, blowing gas. See my jewels, see my moves, she like ooh. Free the gas, tell you tired what it do. Tats on me, all these racks, I've been serving, all these packs. If you ain't getting no money.